can produce, I can sing on any beat, basically. I'm a piano, R&B, soul, whatever, gospel, give me, I can do that.
So if I give you a beat right now, you're going to sing for me?
You see, when people ask you, when you say you're a singer, and then people like sing.
If
I don't know,
something,
I just become shy. But
if I do something right now, I'll spark something there. Welcome back to another interesting episode. My name is Sally Sitole and you are watching the Campus Live. On today's episode, we have a seasonal actor, if I should say, someone who is working up his way in the acting industry and entertainment industry, of course. And we've seen him on our favorite TV show, Skeem Saam on SABC1. I know it has a new time slot. But without wasting any further time, ladies and gentlemen, welcoming on the show is Brendan Maphake. Or rather, you want me to say AKA Brendan Maps, AKA Amukelani,
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. I'm good. Thanks, and yourself?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Okay, so people are loving you on our screens.
I love them also. Yeah.
But let's start about where it all began. Your childhood, where you come from.
I'm a Josie boy.
Yeah.
Grew up here, born in Josie. Then I'm the only child. Raised by my mother.
Yeah.
So yeah. There isn't much about me, but my childhood was just like any normal kid.
Yeah.
Grew up. I had everything I needed. I was always interested in art, entertainment. I wanted to be a singer, just a superstar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, went to Joburg Secondary School, JSS.
Okay.
And studied product manufacturing in cosmetics.
Yeah.
So after that, and then jumped into acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now, let's go back. You were a Josie boy, but were you born in Josie? Or you're from somewhere and you ended up here?
I was born in the heart of gold.
Okay. So now when
Yes.
people try and now navigate your tribe, what would you say? Wait, what? Are you Zulu? Are you Ndebele? Are you Venda? Are you Pedi? Okay.
Yes, I am Pedi. It's just that as I grew up here in Josie, I learned different languages because there's like different languages. Everyone comes to Josie to like work and all of that. Yeah. So I've met different people from different tribes, and I know a few languages, a few, but I'm Pedi. Yeah. Gae ke Limpopo, Begasfort.
Okay,
Yes.
Shout out to Limpopo people. Shout out. We see you there. But now let's talk about you going into a career that a lot is still not known, right? Or I guess a lot of people are not really aware of that this is something that is aware. You went to study something. What is product manufacturing? What is all that?
So product manufacturing, well, I specialized in cosmetics. It's just, it's like a course where you learn how to manufacture your own cosmetic products, like from your lotion, body butter. Mainly what I learned was the spa side, everything that you're going to need for like your spa, and how to make candles, scented candles. Bath scrub, bath salts, bath bombs, all of that.
So if I want to start a business about scented candles,
I'm your guy. Come to me. I'll supply you.
Now I know.
Yeah.
So you then diverted into a different industry. How did that come about? Did you already know growing up, okay, but I want to become an actor, or you wanted to do something different actually?
I think it was always there. It's just that, with the pressures of growing up as a black child, can put it like that. As parents, when they look at the art industry, they're not very sure about that.
Yeah.
They want you to go into something secure, like a doctor, scientist, what.
Yeah.
So when you go to your parents and you be like, Mamzo, I want to be an actor, I want to be a singer. They like, I mean, my mom was supportive. She was
Yeah.
very supportive. I'm not gonna lie. She just was concerned with like the security and all of that, you know, like any other parent.
Yeah.
So it was always there. It was always there. Like even when people used to, I would always try to find something that is closer to it, but that is also secure. So then when people were asking, I'd be like, no, I want to be into broadcasting. I don't know anything about broadcasting, but because it sounded very corporate, it sounded
Yeah.
nice, and it sounded like very secure, I used to use that.
Yeah.
But then, in actual fact, I wanted to be an artist, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's always been there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now when you diverted into different industry, the response from your family, I know you said your mom was very supportive, but how about your dad? What was he saying?
Well, my dad's relationship and I isn't that good, you know.
Yeah.
Went and bought milk.
Yeah.
Coming back, I don't know. But we are in contact. He is proud, you know. Yeah, he is glad that I'm doing good for myself.
Yeah.
You know, there's no bad blood. We just don't have that strong relationship as like father and son, you see. But with any other family of mine, you know, they are happy. They are, you know, proud. Yeah.
All right. So you graduated.
Yes.
After graduating, what were the plans? I thought you'd be like, you know what, scented candles, I'm coming for you. So what happened?
It's still in the process. It's just
Okay.
that I'm very business orientated. So I think I take it from my mom. My mom is someone who is into business and all of that. So it's something that I do want to do, but it's not. It wasn't actually a business that I wanted to tap in.
Okay.
You see, I was fascinated with like the whole product manufacturing. I was like, actually, I want to learn a skill that's going to enable me to start my own thing.
Yeah.
You know, and there's not a lot of guys who are in the beauty industry. You understand?
Yeah.
And also, when you are in the beauty industry, your sexuality is actually questioned. You know, people are like, oh, you gay, or you know, stuff like that. I'm like, no, man. You know, even straight men can actually be in the industry, make cosmetic products.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I do care about my skin.
Yeah.
You understand? I want to look good, and I want to have great skin. So it is best for me to like come up with products that I know that, okay, my skin is like this and this works for me. How about someone that has the same skin as me can use that product, and you know, we could have great skins and you know, be handsome men.
Yeah, all beautiful out there, shining on the
Yes.
streets. So, but then now let's talk about the acting industry. How did it all come about? Your first acting gig. How did you even get there? How did you even make a decision to be like, you know what? I think let's try this. You know?
Yeah, this is a very beautiful story that I like telling, hey? So acting has always been a thing whereby I wasn't sure. I doubted myself.
Yeah.
You know, like I didn't believe in myself enough to say, you know what, I'm taking that step. It took a very special person in my life to actually, you know, motivate me. So there was an audition that came out from Zanzi Magic Talent Factory, and they were like looking for characters. You know, I was like, okay, you know, let me try this, but I was like, I'm not sure, you know.
Yeah.
And then my girl was like,
Shout
you know
out
what?
to your girl.
Love you, Bratwa. Shout out to my girl. So she was like, dude, try this. You know, you're good at this. Because I used to like just record monologues and just keep them with me.
Yeah.
And then she was like, you are good at this. A lot of people would say that, dude, you are good at this. Try this. You know, do it. Give it a try.
Yeah.
You know, there's no harm in trying. And then I went and auditioned. Only to find out that was my first audition. That was like last year in around this time, around March, April, around there. And then I auditioned and I got the role. And it was a lead role. Like my first ever audition,
Yeah.
my first ever gig was a lead role, Zanzi Magic, and I was just like, wow, this is the path that I'm taking. So when I got onto set, I think that is where I felt the drive. I felt it. You know, when something is yours, you will feel it.
Yeah.
You see. So I
sense of
felt that gig.
fulfillment.
Yes. I was like, when I got home, my girl even tells me, she's like, you know, when you got back from that set, you were like, you were just something else. You were just a burst of happiness, a burst of light. So I was just like, you know, this is the route I'm taking. And from there, that is when I became Sandile from Ntwana Yaka. From there, I got an agent and started going for audition. I did audition for Youngings and Obstruction. And then the Skeem Saam audition came. That one, it was a very big audition, and I was just, to be honest, it's all God, because I don't know how many times I've prayed, like, like just kept on praying, because the fact that it was there, it was like, okay, I have it now, here it is, name me audition, name me do this. I perfected my pedi so well, like, I'm so used to speaking in Zulu, né? But there, I became so pedi, like the pedi in me was just like, we are getting this. And so they came to me, they're like, okay, here's an audition. I auditioned. So the character I was auditioning for, I didn't get. So I had to wait for like a few months and all of that. Then they came back to me, they're like, okay, we're not giving you this character, you didn't get this character, but here's a character, Amukelani. We feel like you will be the perfect role for this. You play the perfect character for this. And then I went for callbacks. I auditioned for that character. So, the normal procedures. And I got the thingy. I got the role.
So it's been 2 months since your debut?
Yes, 2 months.
How has it been?
It's been great. It's been lovely. I didn't know people watch Skeem Saam like that. Like,
we are fans. Okay?
I mean, I haven't been to Limpopo in a while, and I'm just like, ish.
No, the time we go back home, the love you're gonna get.
If I'm getting so much love, and I was already getting love from my TikTok fans, you understand? So that plus the people that watch Skeem Saam, and the most weirdest thing is that people who follow me already on TikTok are already watching the show. So it was just a shock. It was just like, oh my God, like so many people are actually so interested. And I was just like, this is a great thing, Yeah.
So tell me more about your character. For someone who still hasn't watched the show, who still hasn't...
Why aren't you watching the show? Why?
Them.
We even moved it to 7:30 so you can get home early and watch it. Amukelani is a problem child. He's a good boy, Shem. He is.
Okay.
He is. It's just that he's that, he's a boy that's still growing. I mean, also Skeem Saam is about turning boys into men. So I think he's also going through that transition into becoming a man. You see. So now he's giving his parents, his mother, problems. So now he got expelled in his previous school. So now his dad was like, no, I am taking him, let me groom him, he will be the man, you see. So when he arrives in Turfloop, obviously he arrives as, who's this? He makes a very outstanding, first encounter with people, arrives half aboard and all of that. It's just like, okay, all right. And then ladies love him. And so now it's a challenge to Paxton, because Paxton is an alpha in his school, but also Amukelani was also an alpha in his previous school. So now we have two bulls in one kraal. You understand? So the poche pedi kara kraal one gasloke. You see, so I think that is also, people were like, man, Pax is just annoying. And now here's Amukelani, now we're going to see who's the main man. So, just basically that is the doctor's son. Snobbish. I mean, he has the money. His dad has the money. He's a doctor, a very great doctor. So, I mean, the character's still going to grow. We're still building on the character. There's still more to come. There's still more drama. So, it's a very nice character.
So if somebody asks, like, the transition between your personal life and your character, is there a bit of similarity? I mean, for example, is it right now your character and the way you grew up maybe in high school, was there some sort of similarity, or you used to struggle with certain things and so forth?
Well, there was similarity in terms of I'm very observant. So I observe people's behaviors, people's surrounding. So I think it helps me to be that character and to transition into that character and say, okay, ah, man, there's this guy in high school. He was the ladies' man. You know, he
Yeah.
was that one. So I can play that person, you understand, and bring that person into Amukelani. The problem that I sort of encountered was having to be a boy that has a father figure in his life. So that was like, okay, how am I going to relate to this? You
Yeah.
understand? How am I going to transition into being that person who has a father figure in his life? Luckily, I've had people who've played that role.
Yeah.
You understand? So I used that and transitioned into the character, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to take the bits and bits of experiences and advices that I've had from people, and just use that. But also, when I got onto set, Mr. Mohale was just like, he's a father to me. Like, he has
Yeah.
become an actual father to me. When I call him, I just say dad. So it was a very wonderful thing, and I was able to like transition into that and be that character and be his actual son, you see.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so, the family, the characters there, the people there, they make it easy for you to just be who you are and just transition and play your roles very well. They are like their family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that a lot. But the ladies love you on set, on TV. But then, was it something that you went through when you were in high school? Did the ladies always give you attention and be like, who is this guy?
Hey, that head kwababa, hey, that I was scared of girls. Me.
Yeah.
Approaching a girl in high school was a mission. I did approach, I
Yeah.
did hear, I had to, the friends I had were like, there's no way you're gonna go through high school and not dates, guy, and
Yeah.
all of that. And yeah, I think what helped me in high school was I had a choir.
Yeah.
I started a choir in high school, and it's just like, yeah, let's do that. So I realized that you being in the spotlight actually makes things easier. You understand? Makes people approachable. Not only women, but other people. Like you set, how can I explain it? With light, when you turn your light on, there's like,
Attention.
yes, there's things that go there. So
Yeah.
that made it easier because I was just like, I was good at what I do. Conductor, give me a choir now. I'll, make something beautiful out of it. So I think that was what helped me and, transition into being that ladies' man now, and all of that. But hey, Baba is still there.
But you gotta go right now. You don't need to stress.
Yes,
You're good.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
good.
yeah. I'm good. I
Yeah.
don't have to worry about that. I have, someone in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now let's speak about the music industry, something that a lot of people still don't know about actually.
Yes.
Where did that begin, the music industry?
Music has been something that I've always loved from a very young age. From very young age. I just can't backdate to when did it actually start, but every musician has the story, but it starts at church.
Yeah.
So at church, I used to go to church and Sunday school, I'd be there. And then one moment, one of the priests there was like, no, man, come be a conductor, man, come do this. And I think that's where my love for music started. I'm very in love with classical music, choral music, every type of music. I love music in general,
Yeah.
But I think where my heart lies is being in front of a choir and noticing that there is so much magic in people's voices when they bring them together. And what I love about choir, I think it adds to my values and my principles, and what I want to put out there is that I want whatever I do, whatever arts that I do, whatever I put out there, I want it to bring people together. So I think music also does that. It brings people together. It inspires people. You are able to tell stories. You are able to comfort people.
Yeah.
Same with acting. I'm able to play different characters where I'm like, okay, when someone is watching me, they're like, yo, I want to be this person.
They can relate.
I can achieve something. Because there's characters that I've watched, there's musicians that I've watched on TV and on social media at a very young age, and it's just like, I felt inspired. I felt that thing, I can do this. I can get there, you see. So I want to do the same for a young Brendan, young Tabiso, young whoever, you see. Yeah.
So are you a singer or you're just a conductor?
I can sing.
You can sing, but do you normally sing? Like if there's an event happening somewhere and they say we need a singer, would you like put
Yes.
your hand up and be like,
Yes,
I'm gonna
yes,
sing
yes.
for
I
you?
mean, I do write music.
Yeah.
I have a cousin, Jo. He produces like music and all of that. So, yeah, whenever I'm with him, it's always just, music. I can sing on any beat,
Yeah.
basically. I'm a piano, R&B, soul, whatever, gospel, give me, I can do that.
So if I give you a beat right now, you're gonna sing for me.
You see, when you say you're a singer, then people like sing.
If
I don't
do
know.
something,
I just become shy. But
if I do something right now, I'll spark something there, and then you start singing.
I can.
And taking out the notes.
Yeah, I can try. Just kancane, a little bit. But that's another thing.
Yeah.
Let's not do that now.
Alright, no problem. But like, where do you see yourself? We loving you on TV. We're loving you on Skeem Saam. Where do you see yourself in the next, 5-10 years? Amukelani and also just Brendan himself in terms of the acting industry. What is it that you want to see yourself achieving? And when your colleagues look back into your life, and when you look back into your life as well, and say that my journey in the past 10 years, this is what I want to see myself like have achieved.
I want to be that person that has inspired a lot of people. I want my work to touch a lot of people. The same way there's people that I look at now and be like, if it wasn't for this person, if it wasn't for Tibos, if it wasn't for Kwaito, I wouldn't have been here, because what people do or what you do, you may tell yourself that I'm just presenting, people are just, but there's someone out there that's just like, you know what, I want to be that person. I just want to be a light to someone's life. I want with my TikTok. There's people that I've met and they've told me that we come home from stressful work and all of that, and we just come across your videos on TikTok and we laugh. That to me says a lot. It means a lot. To make someone laugh and to make someone's day.
Yeah.
I get comments from people. They be like, hey, I was crying, but I just saw your video and it made me laugh.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that is beautiful. That is wonderful. I love that. I just want to be that person. I want to be the light that will shine and that will brighten someone's day.
Yeah.
So in the next 5 years, Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to be with Denzel Washington there, Yeah, I just want to keep doing what I'm good at, Whether I'm getting awards or what, but my purpose in life, as long as I'm still fulfilling my purpose on earth and God's purpose, then that I'm content with that. Yeah.
No, I like that a lot. But for someone who is the little Brendan somewhere, it could be Mapito from somewhere, could be Tabiseng from somewhere, who also wants to be in your space, who also want to do what you are doing, what would you say to them,
Believe in yourself. Love yourself. The moment you start loving who you are and being okay with who you are, you'll be able to bring out the best out of yourself. The world has so much to offer. Like, it's just out there. You need to go get it. Believe in God. I believe in God. So pray like, nobody's business. I sit down, have a conversation with God, and, just tell him, hey, when it's tough, I sit down and be like, hey, God, now it's tough. Like, I literally just say, God, now it's tough. Believe, and it's out there. Just go for it, man. Go for it. Believe in yourself. You can do this. You can do this, We are not scavengers. We are not vultures whereby if you ask us about information, we won't give you. I have been giving out information and I will give you information. So just do it. Believe in yourself. And if it's something that you love, then fight for what you love, you see. So, yeah.
Something that I never really do, but what would you say to your family, to your parents?
There's a lot I'd love to say. To my mother, thank you very much for raising this young boy, this shining star. God blessed you with a very beautiful gift, and you've carved it for it to start fulfilling God's purpose and being so much light to people. To my aunt, my cousins, my sisters, thank you so much for believing in me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for telling me that, you know what, people out there will not believe in what you're doing, but we do. You know, nobody must tell you that you can't do it. You know, don't tell yourself that you can't do it. If Zuma can do it, you can also become a president. Just need to fight for it, you know, and believe. And thank you for teaching me about God, because that is the most important person in my life. That is the center of who Brandon is. So, yeah, all I can say is thank you.
Yeah, look at you making me all emotional. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hey?
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
I really, really enjoyed it. Really inspirational. I can't wait to see you more on TV.
Definitely.
I can't wait to see what you're up to. Please don't give your parents a headache. Please don't give your dad a headache. Please, be a good boy. Okay?
I am a good boy. I'm a good boy. You see how innocent this face looks?
But thank you so much. But this is where we're going to leave it for today.
No problem.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're going to leave it for today, and an interesting, amazing, and inspiring episode indeed. Until I see you next time on the next episode, my name is Sally Sitole, and take care.
La la.
The University of Johannesburg, the future reimagined.